One of my goals for this channel is to get out and use the equipment that I make, the trucks that I build, the trailers that I build. I do camping, I do fishing, I do four-wheeling. I'm Shelby, this is my buddy Roy, and we found we have a lot of common interests. We both like to be outside, we both like videography, both like fishing, both like camping. And so we started devising a plan to see what it takes to get out here, bring you along, and create a story. So, we fish probably at least once a week together, but because of time constraints and daylight and all that other stuff, adulting stuff, we usually just go to a lake that's close by. And neither one of us really felt that that was a good test. We wanted to actually test our capabilities of creating a video and bringing it along, like actually out somewhere. So we decided that we'd load up the Jeep and head to a lake that's a little farther away than we normally go, but it's out in the woods. It's full of brook trout. Roy's never gone fishing for brook trout. He's never caught any, and that was the game plan. That was where we were going. After I watched the footage, and granted this is the first time out, I'm like, man, this is a waste not to use it. So I decided that what we're going to do is we're going to go over the mistakes that we made jumping in a Jeep with a camera to go do some fishing and make an outdoor video. The way I see it is Roy and I can't be the only ones that want to do this. So I'm going to share with you the mistakes that we made, maybe why we made them. Some of the mistakes, I'm not exactly sure why we made them, but we did. In hopes to maybe encourage one of you guys to get out and do the same thing. I love these outdoor videos and fishing and camping. Maybe I can't get out to go do anything. Maybe work is keeping me locked down at home. And YouTube has been a pretty good outlet for me to see these things and inspire me to go out and see things in the world, even the stuff that's in my own backyard. So here we go. Here's the mistakes that we made, along with some pretty cool footage of us out there fishing for some brook trout. For those of you that haven't gone out fishing for brook trout, they're pretty skittish fish. I grew up in the Sierra Nevadas. I did a lot of creek fishing. We were fishing for wild brown trout, brook trout, and rainbow trout mainly. And those fish can be really skittish. And these lake brooks, they're not a whole lot different. So there's going to be a lot of hiking around, a lot of finding different spots, and a lot of movement because they're going to catch on to us really quickly. However, it's kind of cool because Roy packs a fly rod all the time. Me, I'm a spin caster kind of guy. I've done it forever, and Roy's the same. He likes his fly rod. So what I'm hoping will happen is we'll get down there, and the fact that we're both presenting two completely different types of fishing, that it'll enable us to stick in one spot longer. Maybe we'll be able to outsmart these brookies for a few minutes longer than we would if we both were running with a spin caster. It's quite a little hike down here, but that's the beauty of it. There probably won't be anybody down here to do any fishing. There probably hasn't been too many people down here. It's nice and quiet and secluded. I don't think it really matters what lake you go to when it's out in the woods. Even if the woods are in your backyard and there's just no houses and no development and no like people around, just the forest, just the woods, just you and the water. hearing the eagles calling. I'm not sure what it is about clear mountain water, but it just is super relaxing. This is a pretty small little lake, but man, it's just beautiful. Now it's time for our first mistake. See this guy here? That's me. This guy already caught a fish, but he didn't have a camera rolling. Mistake number 1. Try to always have some sort of camera rolling. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, like, you might go out there and catch one fish. And if I would have had the camera rolling, I'd have a brook trout on the board on the YouTube channel. Turns out, I caught one, but since it's not on the video, it really doesn't count. So, remember that. Try to have some kind of camera rolling when you got your line in the water, especially when you're fishing. Don't mind me, just trying to catch a fish while the camera is rolling. Very unsuccessfully, I might add. Now on to our next mistake. See, yours truly, he's making all the mistakes. So I was sitting there watching Roy sight fish this brook trout. And then I'm like, oh man, I need to get this on video. So I grabbed my phone, and this is what I took. Portrait mode. Wah wah. So if you do catch yourself in this spot, try to make sure that you hit record when your phone's in landscape mode. I mean, obviously, if you're using an action camera or something, you probably aren't going to have this issue. But, man, I wish I could have got that. It was an awesome sight fish catch on that brook trout. Good job, Roy. So now we're going to hike around to a few other places and just look at that. Look at that. Look at that water. Look at the view. So awesome. So freaking awesome. Another thing you might notice in these videos is that this footage here, this really pretty color is correct, nice, easy, smooth footage. This is all Roy. And the stuff that I took was on my iPhone. I didn't try to color correct it and match it. I did that kind of on purpose, just so you can see the difference between a quality camera and an iPhone, and that there's a lot of editing that needs to go in to get things to match up. And it's okay if it doesn't always work out perfect. I'm sure you guys will forgive me. here I am again, trying to get a fish on the board with the camera rolling so it doesn't look like I got skunked. This is leading into the next big mistake that we made, and we should have known better, but we didn't. We were excited to go out and go fishing. That next mistake is, if you have external microphones that you use for making videos, make sure you bring them with you. Or else your audio will sound like this, which is fine, but if you got the equipment, you might as well use it.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that flash was over, and I was like, oh.
Now this is a little similar to the microphone. I know we have both, but we should have really brought the microphones. The other thing that I really kind of wish I would have brought was my drone. Here's the thing. If you have equipment, drones or microphones, bring those things with you and let them enhance the experience. Now, I'll never forget these things again because that's just how my mind works. I mean, we went fishing a couple days ago and I brought my drone. We didn't use it, but I had it if I wanted it. So, just a little insight there. The last main thing that we forgot, and that was our outro. I mean, we didn't really have an intro, but we had footage to kind of make an intro, and that's what I did. And like I said, this was an experiment, but the footage was good, and I thought, why not? We need to make a video, and I should post it and just see what happens. So, don't forget an outro. Don't forget an intro. Even if it's just you sitting in the car, sitting on the picnic table, and just say, hey, we're doing this and this today, and that was an awesome day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and all that other good stuff. On that note, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I want to thank you guys for the likes, the subscribes, the comments. Thank you for your time. And get out there, hit record, and make something like this. It was a lot of fun. It didn't really affect our day's worth of fishing. Besides Roy carrying his gimbal and his fancy camera around with us and me being worried about him dropping it in the water. Take care, guys. We'll see you on the next time. And thank you for watching.